Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm gonna cut some trees up that fell from the windstorm. So the four-wheeler is down for now. Might be down permanently. I don't know yet. I can't buy parts for it. I gotta have the muffler welded onto the manifold. I don't care if it's tacked on there forever, because the next time I'm gonna be working on it, like internal engine wise, would be never, So what I got here is I went and picked up a pull wagon from Tractor Supply yesterday. Got my chainsaw, I sharpened up the bar oil. I'm waiting for, I have the gas can. I use that pre-mixed gas. That's the way to go for as much chainsawing I do. I know how to mix the ratio 50-1 and all that, but it's just a lot easier for as much gas as I use. Like 5 gallons will last me all season. So, but anyways, so I'm waiting because I left the new can outside, and it filled up with water around where the pop-up. It's like I don't know if you ever seen a 5-gallon thinner can or a Thompson water seal can. When you pull it out, it has the plastic piece that comes up. Well, that was frozen in, so I brought it inside to thaw it out. And once that thaws out, then I'm gonna fill it in, because it's a 2.5 gallon, and I'm gonna dump it into my gallon so I don't have to bring that big 2.5 with me all the time. So, and I was like, oh God, we got this wasting time. But you know what? I have found out from now on, I'm just, taking it easy. I got all day to do this. So once that's thawed out, I'll fill up that gallon gas can, put the can in the wagon, and I'm walking down there with the pull wagon, and I'm gonna cut some firewood up the rounds and then load them in as many as I can in the wagon to be able to pull it. And I'm gonna stack it up where my pile of rounds are. And then today we're gonna bring in some firewood. I might have to start up this four-wheeler and move it. Put the trailer up out of the way somewhere. So I might do that too while I'm waiting here. I hate to start it, but looks like I'm gonna have to. But I want to empty out that wagon first. I could move it and then just walk this stuff over. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna put the wagon on the septic mound in the corner over there. The trailer, I should say. I hope I can get this fixed, because I got these big giant otter sleds that you can only pull by four-wheeler. And I have the Otter XP pullover, the Lodge. It's real nice. And you can't pull, unless it's glare ice, you can't pull that by hand. So we'll see. Hopefully it all works out. I got to put the runners underneath that one so it don't ruin the bottom on the pullover. I have them, I just haven't done it. Now that I bought a new drill, I can do it. That's what we're doing today in the PA Outdoor Experience. Coming up shortly, in the beginning of December, there's going to be some really cool winter camping videos that I'm going to make, because my hot tent, canvas hot tent, is being made, and they're going to ship it, they said, at around the 22nd, 23rd of November. They're going to ship it, so that'll be good. And then I might clean up, I got to clean up all this crap here. This is just stuff laying around. I'll separate the metal, scrap metal, from, I got those beautiful rims there for play. Oh, somebody's calling me. Let me let you go. Bye. Well, that was my buddy calling me up from up north there in northern New York, the North Country. Nice talking to him. He's a good buddy of mine. So yeah, I'm gonna see if that gas can cap is thawed out. And I gotta sop up all the water out of it so I don't pour it in the thing, and we're gonna fill up the chainsaw and head on down there. I did a little cleaning up around here. Maybe today I'll take that bucket down. I mean, I'm sorry, there's a toilet bowl, an old toilet bowl. I gotta bring it down and I'll smash it up where I dumped all the garbage, burnable garbage. You know, what can I do with it? There's some other things to clean up here. I'll do that a little bit at a time. I gotta move this, tow it over to here. Trying to get this area cleaned up here for plowing. Right there. So, yeah. I'll show you the area here. I gotta clean up all this. A little at a time, then I'll bust out the weed whacker and weed whack it all, pick all this up. Yeah. We clean all this up. So, yeah, that's about it. I've been taking my ashes and dumping them in these ruts, filling these holes from last year when I got stuck on the septic. I slid right into the septic. Now, I know you're not supposed to drive on a septic, man. I wasn't driving. I got stuck. I slid into it, on top of it, and left these ruts here. You can see my foot. So I dumped my ashes in them. I got that one pretty much full. And I want to get all this cleaned up here. Yeah, I have it done in a couple weeks. I want to do a little of it at a time. It just means neglecting it, throwing shit down wherever, you know. I do have a tendency to do that. All right, well, we'll see you when we get chainsawing. Bye. Okay, well, this is where I'm going to start. First thing I do is pick up this, clean out a path for my cart, wagon, whatever you want to call it. I got my chainsaw, bottle of water in there, my earmuffs, gas and oil, bar oil, log jack. I got to clean up all this here so I can wheel the cart down in there. The four-wheeler's not running right now, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not complaining. It's gonna be great exercise. I'll just pick all this up and oh yeah, you gotta watch because it's still a little windy. I don't want to be cutting up that tree I'm gonna start on, and then all of a sudden it all falls. Something falls on my head. Maybe. Boy, does it sound sketchy. These ash trees, they're all dead, and you never know when one's gonna fall. And if I got that chainsaw running, I don't want it to hit me in the head while I'm cut. You know, I won't hear it falling. I don't want it to hit me in the head. So we're gonna start by picking up this and throwing it on this pile here. And then we're gonna, hey, we have a lot of time. You know, a little at a time, that's all. What can you do? I'm trying to find a good spot for the camera. That's not working out too good. I'm going to throw it on this pile to my... Pick up this brush here. Get it on this. When we get snow, I can come down here and burn all this. So I'm not fighting with the wagon to go over this stuff. This one up over here too. Use the chainsaw for that one. Now we'll put some now we gotta fill up the chainsaw and cut this. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if I mentioned it on the video yet, I should, but I just use this pre-mixed gas for as much soaring as I do. You know, I think it's worth it. Don't want to spill it. Precious stuff here. Put some bar oil in it. And now we're going to see how good I sharpened the saw. I sharpened it the other day to use it. I did a pretty bad job because I'm no expert on sharpening chainsaws, nor am I an expert on cutting felling trees, so yeah. This is what the best we're going to be able to do. If this doesn't cut well, I'll have to put a new chain on it, and then hopefully this chain isn't destroyed. We'll find out. What the? Chain is off its track. There, it went back on. That was interesting. The chain, maybe it's too loose. I don't know yet. We'll check it out. So, gotta cut this up to make my path. We'll see how good we sharpen this thing. I think it's gonna take about 5 pulls to start this. Choke is on. Oh, more than that. I guess. We'll cut these up. This stump that broke off here, we'll cut this up and see how rotted it is. Maybe we can save it and use it. We'll see. All right, it's cutting great. I gotta tighten up that chain. I didn't bring down my chainsaw wrench. I gotta go up to the house and get that, but I didn't do a bad job on sharpening it. It's cutting way better than the other day, so I'm learning. Like I said, I don't never take these off, and I never, you know, I'm not good at it. I'll be the first to admit, but that chain is too loose. So we'll get this, yeah, we'll come down here and we'll start working on this piece. And then we get this one done today, that'd be great. Boy, it's still kind of windy in here. It is sketchy. These ash trees, what a shame. What a shame. And I gotta put a new battery in the GoPro. So let's go do that. But I'm really impressed with how much sharper it is. I kept the file level and at the right angle. I mean, I'm not saying it's, you know, awesome. By no means am I saying that. But I am very happy right now. So, we'll see you when we come back down later. Alright, they seem to be working. This one seems to be fully charged. Now I got her. Okay. Put a new battery in for you guys. All right. See you down there. Got the battery in. I got the chainsaw wrench. Put a new battery in the GoPro. And here we go again. This time after I tighten that chain up, my cart's taken off by itself. I'll pull that cart down closer too. I think we're just, until this wind stops, we're just gonna cut this one up, do a little bit, because I just, I don't want to get taken out by a log, or a tree I should say. Especially just cut the firewood for the house. And then this is gonna be a little, boy, they're scary. They're creaking and cracking. It's windy, that's for sure. So here we got we'll tighten up the saw. Whoa! There. I'm still learning all my angles and stuff. I'm not good with the GoPro yet. It's hard when you're filming out here. Keep the camera level. I do as best I can. So now, make sure this brake is off. Like I said, I'm no expert with the chainsaw. One thing I do know is always make sure your brake is off, because I guess it will ruin. They ruin the clutch in there or something. I don't know. It's the coil for the. It will get seized up or something. I don't know exactly, but I know it's bad to do. So make sure your brake is off, and then you want to turn it this way. And then you want to loosen these up. Oh, see, that's what you gotta watch out for. Just like that. Just like that. And then I stand it up like this. This is an older one. It's got it down in here, buried, covered in all the that should be pretty good. I need to tighten these up. Alright. Tighten these. There that is. This is an old Husqvarna 262. And boy, it runs great. This is from the 90s. 89 maybe even, I can't remember. start on this over here. Punky, but it might, I think it'll be alright. There it is. I'm just gonna cut the rest of this up, and then we'll load it in the wagon. Now why the heck did the sword shut off? I did an okay job on my blade, cutting my chain, softening my chain. But I'm not the greatest. Oh, well, we got that one section cut up of this tree. It's pretty good wood down to here, so we'll use it. Now I want to pick all this up and stack it before I get ahead of myself. That'll give me a break from running the chainsaw. Whew. Well, I did an okay job on sharpening my let me rephrase that. I did an okay job of sharpening my saw. It's cutting way better than when I used it Saturday. It's still not the best. Practice makes perfect, you know. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. I just gotta keep on practicing at it, so I could be more self-sufficient. I learned how to sharpen this thing, so it's razor sharp. But I'll get there. I'll watch some editorial videos on YouTube and just practice. That's all I'm gonna do. Because there is, you know, a talent. There is a talent, you know, to sharpen a chainsaw. So we'll pick up these pieces now, and then we'll see where we're at, and then we'll start cutting up the rest of this. If I do this one today, I'll be happy. Get it all cut up and brought up to the woods. Brought up out of the woods here. I mean, we're not far from the driveway, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll see how much weight I can pull with this. So, first things first, I'm gonna get my chainsaw all up over here. I should have worn my boots. I was like, I wear my old sneakers. Like I said, I'm no expert at this. I don't claim to be, so I just have to do this to I want to keep warm in the house. And at my future tent camp. So this is what I got to do. So now, look at that. So now we're going to putting everything in this wagon up. See how many pieces I could put in before I'm like, wow, that's too heavy. Makes you really appreciate your four-wheeler when you have to do it this way. Well, we cut up enough for today. I should have brought down my my boots, but I wore my old sneakers and it's just a pain in the butt. The little wagon worked out great. But they are heavy when you fill it up. But hey, what a great workout, you know, and breathing in this nice country air. You know, I can hear the highway in the distance. I'm not super far away from town, you know, I'm about 7-8 miles. And if I could, I'd live deeper in the bush, but for now, I have to stay here. This is my own little paradise here, I guess you'd say. I mean, it's just, look at it. I mean, how can you not love this? All this, it's not much. To me, it's a lot, but it's not much to most properties. It's only, I think, 11, 12 acres. But you know what? I got permission to stay here. We'll do a lot of camp videos here, and I cut firewood here, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Well, it's time to drag this up to the house. I'm gonna start unloading, start stacking some firewood in the house. So I got that trailer freed up and I can move that out of the way. I'm glad I got this little bit done. I know it's not much, but if I do a little bit a day, I'll come down and do a little bit tomorrow. And that'll be good. And then I gotta split all this. I gotta split that there. I gotta split up all this here. And I got a pile over there I gotta split up. So I just gotta get used to pulling this wagon around, I guess. But it's good exercise. Whew, when you hit a hill, it'll let you know. Yeah, we made it. Whew. We made it. All right. I'm gonna take a little breather from that. Bye.